Another day, another 2025 Ioniq 5 recall. This one is rear suspension toe and camber bolts replacement, alignment, and tire inspection. Recall 284. So the description is as reads. Certain Ioniq 5 vehicles may have rear toe and or camber adjustment bolts installed with insufficient torque during assembly. Insufficiently tightened rear toe and or camber adjustment bolts could gradually loosen over time and potentially reduce vehicle stability and control during operation, thereby increasing the risk of a crash. This bulletin provides instructions for replacement of the rear toe and camber adjustment bolts and nuts, wheel alignment, and tire replacement if necessary. The production dates are December 17th, 2024 through March 25th, 2025. My vehicle falls into that category, but I have not received a recall notice yet. I did search my VIN number and there was no open recall for this specific number. This recall has not reached NHTSA's website, the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, so it's not publicly available, but it is available through Hyundai's service portal, which I do have access to. So the flow chart on this, you bring your vehicle into the dealer, they replace the rear toe and camber bolts and nuts, and then they're going to inspect the car for uneven tire wear. If it fails, they're going to replace all of your tires for free, which is nice, especially if you've got a lot of miles on the car already. They're going to do an alignment, and they're going to torque the rear toe and camber adjustment bolts, then mark all 4 adjustment bolts, and then your car is going to be done. All that will also be done if you do get the tires replaced. Now, for them to do this work, it's going to be pretty easy. They just pop off a cover on the bottom of the car, and then the bolts are easily accessible. If you're concerned that your car might be suffering from this, though, there's some ways you can check your tire wear yourself if you have a tread depth gauge. Each tire has 4 grooves down the center. You're going to take that tread depth gauge and take a measurement in all 4 grooves, and if on any of the 4 tires, one of those grooves is 1/32 off from the other 3 grooves in that tire, you're going to get a full new set of tires. You can see here they do have a photo kind of showing what uneven tire wear would look like. To me personally, 1/32 of an inch seems a little excessive, but hey, if Hyundai wants to lose $1,236 on new tires for every Ioniq 5 that comes in with this, so be it. And they say here the cost for all 4 tires is $1,236, so $309 per tire. And they will be replacing your tires with whatever come on your car. So if you have the 19-inch wheels, you'll be getting the Kumo Krugans. If you have the 20-inch wheels, you'll be getting Michelin Primacy Tours. I just used a caliper and I went around my 4 wheels. The rear tires look fine, but the front 2 tires both have slightly uneven wear. The outer edges are showing 8/32, while the inner grooves are at about 9/32. So if I go in for this recall, it seems like I'll probably get a new set of tires, which is totally fine with me. Now, over the last 9 months, I have heard from people reaching out to me that they have had shaking issues with their Ioniq 5s. So when they're traveling down the road, it'll just start kind of vibrating violently. Now, this can usually be attributed to loose foam within the tire, but just doing some research on toe and camber adjustments, it sounds like that can cause shaking. So with toe alignment, you got to pretend that my hands here are wheels. They're kind of either tilted in a little bit in a V pattern or tilted outward in a V pattern. And the wheels are just kind of constantly trying to drive themselves towards each other, which then leads to them kind of popping back out as they kind of go down the road. So that could definitely lead to some shaking. So if you have been experiencing this issue, make sure you go into the dealership and get this one taken care of. They're not saying in any of the paperwork if this only affects a certain number of VINs. So that kind of leads me to believe that it's just going to be a blanket recall. They're going to bring all these Ioniq 5s in to have them looked at, which is a lot of cars. They've sold quite a few this year. So there will be a link in the description to this recall that you can print out and bring with you to the dealership if you do want to have them look at this. I don't know if letters are going to go out or if this is going to show up when you bring your car in for service or not. So if you are concerned about it, if you've checked your tread depth and it does look like uneven wear, go in, get some new tires, get an alignment, and just get it taken care of. So anyway, guys, if you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. Check out my store at ioniqguy.com for accessories for your 2025 Ioniq 5. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.